Hey everybody, this is Clint Hajar, and this is the final week, week 4 discussion board. And my three aha moments were the main one was learning to read the grade, domain, and standard from the CDC. And the format it's the grade, period, the domain, space, and then the standard. And also, I learned that a standard is one of the items found in the cluster underneath the domain. So essentially what it would look like would be if I was doing if I was say teaching a fourth grade class and I wanted to do fourth grade math, and it was say something like algebraic expressions. I don't know if that's even a real thing, but yeah. So algebraic expressions, and it's fourth grade, and we want to emphasize, say, standard 3. So it would be 4 dot algebraic expression space 3. Or most of them, instead of saying algebraic expressions, it would say like AE. I think one of them was NBT, and that was like non or something, maybe something binomial. Um, so yeah, I'm just showing how bad I am with math. Okay, so the other aha moment I had was learning how to kind of how to build a lesson plan, and it consists of a lot of things. One of those things, I'll talk about it as my third aha moment, and that's formative and summative assessment. But besides that, we got planning, applying, teaching, analyzing, and reflecting. So, so we have to plan our lesson plan. And how we do that is throughout the course, we're formatively assessing our students. So we're learning about them as we move on, as we move on through the semester, and we're able to plan our lesson according, you know, according to our students' learning readiness. So this way, if we plan it correctly, we're able to practice good. Uh, we're able to do practice, differentiation and inclusion, but not just that, but we're able to practice it in a good way. Like, we're not robbing certain students from learning more, or from we're not holding anybody back. So I'd say that that's the most important thing as far as creating a lesson plan. And then, after teaching it, we want to make sure that, students are able to reflect on it, and are able to relate it to something that they this way they could see the importance, and they don't have to wait until they're in a college class or someday along, when they're 30 years old, they have an aha moment, or like, oh, that's what that math was for. We want them to know what it's for now, and so that they can appreciate it, and hopefully be inspired to pursue higher education. And so my third aha moment was the formative and summative assessments. Um, it wasn't so much an aha moment, but I just want to express the importance of it. So I've already expressed why formative assessment is really important, because it allows us to manipulate our lesson plan to incorporate everybody's learning readiness and to ensure that nobody's held back from learning more or from, growing. So, um, again, formative assessment is, you know, assessing students, testing them, seeing where they're at throughout the day. I mean, this is something that should be done all day, every day. As long as you're an observant teacher, this should be happening. Now, summative assessments are obviously they are like, I guess summative, I kind of think of it as like a summary. So it's kind of like a culmination of all the things they've learned from a certain unit or, from a lesson plan. It's essentially what's graded. And I feel like, growing up, I just felt like a lot of teachers wanted to grade us. It felt more like they wanted to grade us on what we did wrong, rather than what we learned. Like they were kind of, it was always like, oh, you missed nine, rather than saying, hey, you know what? You learned something, and we're going to base this off of what you learned. We're going to base your grade off of how well you learned. And the stuff you didn't learn, we're going to make sure you know it before you leave that door. And I feel like that's what teachers are missing. Maybe not so much today. I'm not sure how classrooms operate in the 21st century. But like when I went to school, um, yeah, it was very different, and I just have these horrible. Sometimes I have horrible um, memories of teachers kind of being mean, and I wish they would have took the time to teach rather than to just grade. So I want to make sure that that doesn't happen with my students, and I want people to always remember me as a good person, as a good teacher, and as a caring person who made a difference in their lives. Um, and that's it. The learning map will be attached as a document file to this discussion board, and I hope to see you guys next semester. Thank you.